Hello, I'm Tormod Andersen, your host, your ghost host of The Pulse every 5:30 p.m. on a Monday afternoon, live on Facebook, YouTube, and happy Halloween. Well, let's take a look back at our last Friday. We had Pacific's Funniest Videos. Our winner was Sherilyn with a wonderful video of a floating snail. Remember, submit your videos to hashtag PFV2020 to have a chance to enter our little interview contest battle royale extraordinaire. The winner of all of the of each season of the episode of every episode of the season will be invited back at the end for a special mega prize. But without further ado, we had a video game event last week with Justin playing a game that was rated by one person as a good game, and it wasn't Justin. But don't worry, we got a new game this Friday. He'll be back, probably with Jordan Miller, one of our editors here at PTB. But let's get back and take a look at what we have for you now this week on this very special Halloween episode of The Pulse. We have Ready, Set, Roses, a new podcast coming out this week. We've got Andrea talking about The Bachelorette. It'll be available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and PTBlive.com. Next up, we've got Real Talk, a new season with Adelaide. Talking with Livy about the latest and greatest films available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and the PTB website, PTBlive.com. We got so many new things for you this week. It is scary. But let's get back to what you're comfortable with. We got sports. Lots going on right now. There's a new episode out this week, so let's take a look at the clip they have for us today.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in to another week of sports coverage with PTB. My name is Zach Vader, and I want to be going over some of the sports coverage that we're going to be talking about this week. First topic that we're going to look into is baseball. And baseball's in the World Series now, and by Wednesday, Tuesday, possibly, the World Series could be finished. So in this week's episode, I'm going to be covering the World Series, and if it does finish, I will be covering who wins the World Series, highlighting why they won the World Series, and also talking about why the other team lost the World Series. After that, we're going to be diving back into football with Ontario, where he's going to be discussing football as usual as we've been progressing through this long 16, 17-week season. This week, we're going to be going over some of the same stories that have been going on, and I would especially keep a lookout for some of the football stories coming up in the next few weeks as the trade deadline comes up, and a lot of new stories could possibly be coming out. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy this week's episode.
That's enough about sports. Let's go beyond the jersey and talk with Landon Curtis, who's interviewing about life as a Pacific athlete. We got a new episode this week, so why don't we just go ahead and take a look at it right now?
All right, guys. So on this week of Beyond the Jersey, we're going to be looking at some of the athletes on the basketball team and baseball team and seeing how they got to where they're at. There's a lot of ways to play college sports, baseball, basketball, football included. There's NAIA, D3, D2, D1, D1 being the most competitive. So it takes someone special to do that. So we're going to see what they did and how they separated themselves from other athletes to get to where they're at. You know, what was their journey like? Who helped them along their journey? What specific steps did they take to get to where they're at? And ultimately, what brought them to Pacific over other schools? So we're going to be interviewing some student athletes and seeing their life and how they got here.
Moving away from the world of sports, we've got a new episode of Faith Talk. Samuel Danke's going to be interviewing one Miranda. So let's see. Next up, we don't have a clip for that, unfortunately. Our next segment is going to be what to watch when you're watching. Adelaide's going to be talking about the much talked about sequel, Borat, subsequent movie film. Let's see what clip they have for us this week.
Hello, University of the Pacific. Welcome back to What to Watch When You're Watching, your one-stop shop for movies that came out, I guess. I don't know what time the construct. This week, I watched Borat, subsequent movie film. This is the sequel to 2006's Borat, which at the time served as a sharp political commentary, and now it's that high five. I don't do it very well, but it's a meme. And Sacha Baron Cohen is back to sort of point a finger at the current U.S. administration. I mean, what can I say? It's Borat, but modern. As someone who I watched Borat at not like a super young age, but like when I was like 14 or 15, so I interpreted it all differently, especially as someone who didn't grow up in the administration where the movie came out in, or like I wasn't super knowledgeable of politics. It didn't hit very hard. This one did. Every second of the film is trying to build on this deridation, I think is the right word, of the current Trump administration and everything going on within U.S. politics now. And Borat is sent back to America to befriend, or not befriend, to try and get America to support Kazakhstan again. Because since the first film, it's become sort of a laughing stock. He's like, oh, everyone like watch my movie, but everyone thinks I'm just funny, and people don't respect Kazakhstan anymore. So goes to America to bring respect back by giving away his daughter to Mike Pence or Rudy Giuliani, who I'm sure you've heard about. If not, watch the movie because something really important happens with him. Speaking of, his daughter, played by Maria Bakalova, is amazing. She is a revelation. The fact that Sacha Baron Cohen is one of the best character actors working today. Not to say he deserves an Oscar, but he might deserve one for probably Chicago 7, which you can watch in Real Talk, or we can hear my review of on Real Talk. The fact that you can keep pace with someone who is so good at just performing broad comedic characters, one of the best comedic actors we have currently working today, and every time he hits a joke, she can match it. She is doing a wonderful, wonderful job, even in a smaller role that then over the course of the film ends up being the co-lead. She is amazing. But beyond that, if you've seen Borat, you know how this works. It's jokes at the expense of a character and the nation, and eventually evolved to point to jokes about our current political system and our judicial system. It's a lot of constant changing of the material, but at the same time, it's very basic. That being said, I still really enjoyed it. I still recommend it. I just think at the end of the day, go into this knowing what you're going to get. Watch the first film and say, okay, I'm going to get this, but Trumpified. And that's really all it is. At the end of the day, it's still funny. And I still think Cohen has a lot to say about what's going on in America currently. And his insight is interesting, just nothing unexpected. Overall, I would give this like a 78, 79 out of 100. With that, I will send you back to the main show.
That is our last segment for this week. But let's take a look back at a little reminder of Pacific's Funniest Videos. There is still time to submit your video for next week's episode at hashtag PFV2020. Don't forget it. Beyond that, we're back with our radio. Tune into at ptblive.com for a 24/7 music stream curated by our wonderful PTB staff. We've got some excellent picks, Soul Sundays with Jabril, if you're interested in that. But that is all for our normal, regularly scheduled programming. But next up, do you like scary movies? I'm going to go ahead and randomly call a few members of our wonderful PTB staff and see what they have to think about some particular Halloween-themed questions here. Let's see. Let's get our first one on the line. Oh, nope, that's not going to work. One moment. Let me just get this going here. All right. Let's see if we can get this one on the line.
Hello?
Hello. Do you like scary movies?
Where are you calling from?
What's your favorite scary movie?
Is this for something?
What's your favorite scary movie?
Oh, crap. I don't know. I don't watch horror. Ever seen Can't Sleep Away? It's pretty good.
Well, thank you. Now, we're going to go ahead and Anyway, back on. Let's go ahead and move over to our next candidate for this wonderful little thing. We've got another member of our managerial team here at PTV. I'm going to try and see if she's available.
Hello?
Hello.
Wait, hold on. I don't need to.
Hi.
Hello?
What's a pumpkin?
What's a punk?
What's a pumpkin?
Big. Orange. Gourd.
You're correct. 10 points. It is an orange gourd. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. We've got, we're going to try and see if we can get one more here. Let's see. All right. We'll see if they pick up. Let's see. Oh. It appears the phone of this one person I'm trying to call is dead, so we're going to swap to another device here. All right, let's see. They always pick up. They always do.
Hello?
Hello. You've been ambushed by the ghost host of the Pulse.
What?
What is your favorite scary movie?
It?
It? Ah, yes. I love clowns, too. I happen to be one myself. Thank you.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Well, we've got some wonderful picks and answers here. We've got a clown lover. We've got someone who loves the orange gourd of Halloween and Sleepaway Camp, what I believe to be a truly masterpiece, masterwork of a film. But that is all the time we have for Halloween. Sleep tight. Welcome to the Pulse, and good night. I've been your ghost host.